course. Get off of me. Yeah, I was trying to get a new setup for my setup room, and yeah, it's nowhere near as ready as I thought it was. So it took me a minute to go back and sit in the traditional spot. My bad.
Hey, y'all. Sorry for the little delay.
Don't let
Yeah,
it
that was
happen
on this
again.
guy.
Bro, pickle problems. I'll take the blame.
Pickle problems, man. Pickle problems.
Well, no,
I'll take
I
it.
was like, ooh, my spare bedroom's got, a space that I'm not using, and I thought there was a desk and a chair in there. There wasn't.
I love it.
So I'm like, okay, I guess I need to go back into the living room. And then I was going to go downstairs into the basement, but then one of my sons is coming over tonight because he's got batting practice at the high school tomorrow, and my house is a lot closer than his mom's. So I'm like, well, that plan went out the window.
Okay.
Because when I was listening to the Victor episode on Spotify, oh, spoiler alert, we are on Spotify now.
Yay!
I could hear my dog running on the
did not
hardwood
work.
floor, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, we can't keep that. That can't keep going. And then I'd also hear my wife yelling at the dog, and I'm like, okay, yep, that's not professional.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so how we doing, guys?
We are doing very well, very well, very well.
Very nice. I didn't know if I was going to make it. I just got off work, and I was like, get home and just go somewhere quiet. Send the kids outside. Go.
Yeah, I'm right behind you,
Well-
bro. I had a long day as well.
We're glad you're on, and we finally get to dedicate an entire show to you because you were in our
Yeah.
pop-up episode, and we had a damn good time for that period. But scheduling and everything put you towards the back of the list at the time, and we're here now.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, guys, for sure.
Yeah,
Been
absolutely.
watching it and seeing everybody coming on. I mean, been watching the learning curve. I mean, that's just been everything's kicking off, and I'm just excited to watch this thing continue growing. I mean, every time I stop by, there's more and more people and more followers keep coming, and I'm like, come on, guys, keep it, let it flow.
What up, D?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're one big happy podcast family between about the 4 or 5 shows that we all attend and frequent.
Right?
Are we at 5 now? No.
Us, the Learning Curve, all 5 of D-Gab shows, Joel Butchie and Jeet.
Yeah. I guess I get that.
So
Yeah,
I may have
I'm swinging
exaggerated
into
by
all of
only exaggerated by 1.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh, not really. You forgot the swag house.
Well,
that-
yeah, there's
that-
Swag
that-
House.
Yeah. I mean, we have 3 under our own belt, so.
I think it's awesome what you guys are doing. I think it's great. I mean, you don't see
Well-
it anywhere else.
Y'all 2 have 3. I only have 2.
Well, as a community, we have 3. Let's put it that way, because as I say, it is not it is our podcast. Period. Dot. That's what boulders are about. It's our community. It's about growing our community. It's not about me at all. We all support each other.
100%. Us 3 have never said me or my when it refers to this show ever.
Correct.
No, I think it's great. I mean, when I first found it, I was like, okay, something's going on here. You know what I mean? Like, it was small. It was just beginning, but
Yeah.
it was just like, wait, they're actually, going to do something with this. And I mean, seeing the different people that come in here, there's so many different unique styles that come in here, so many different outlooks on everything, and it's great to see everybody coming together as one, because that's what the community originally started as. You know what I mean? When bowling came into a bowling alley, or when people went to a league, they were all enjoying each other. The community was just growing. They were inviting their friends to come out, get on the league, and I think that's absolutely amazing.
What up, Carter? Carter's one of my junior bowlers. What up, buddy?
I mean, that's exactly what kind of got me into bowling, is the simple fact that it didn't matter where I went. I walked into another house, and it was a inviting environment. The people were very friendly. If you ask them a question about like leagues or like getting involved in the bowling community, they were so willing to give you that the direction to get you off to whatever you really wanted to do. Didn't matter if it was leagues, or didn't even matter if it was like getting into helping other bowlers with youth programs or coaching. As long as you were able to use your words correctly and voice what you really wanted, they led you in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not throw thumb slugs at your PSO.
That as well. Which,
oh man,
I'm sure that's a little shout out to D-Gab.
Yes, a little bit.
Make sure you take
how
care
are you
of your
doing, Foster's
PSOs.
bowling?
Oh man, there's another one of our PSO buddies, Craig 911. Another really good PSO.
Looking for help if anybody's in the Florida area. Reach out to that guy.
So you brought it on yourself, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep leading you down that path. You had mentioned something about a unique bowling style.
Oh, bro.
I mean, everybody thinks my style is just off the wall, due to the fact of, I obviously throw the backup ball. Everybody's seen my videos, but if you actually the more people actually pay attention to it, the right foot slide, the right-handed, everything is just completely backwards that everybody would ever think.
That.
And they see me and they're just like, wait a minute, did you just slide on your right foot? And I'm all, yeah. And they're all, did you mean to do that? Yeah, that's what I do.
And look, man, there's nothing wrong with it. Look, we all have our own style, 100%. And we could all critique each other as 1,000 times over, right? But if it's something that's comfortable with you and you can make it work, you do you, boo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how Jacob Buttriff got to know me, because we were bowling in a pro-am, and he heard there was another lefty out there that threw a little funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him the very first time I went down to the TAC with Chase Nadeau, and you guys had him on the learning curve just the other night. I was down in Nationals with him whenever you guys had him on there. I was sitting in my house in Baton Rouge. So, but yeah, I met Jacob, and I met Jacob and Matt Ogle. There was a couple other different guys that I had just met, and they were just like, I've never seen it. I don't even understand what you're doing or how you're doing it, but you're getting to the pocket, so kudos to you. Do whatever you're going to do. It doesn't matter how, it matters how many.
Could you imagine being like a junior coach and trying to coach Butters out of doing what he does?
Oh, that'd be impossible.
Man. Well, the crazy thing is, because I throw the backup ball, I had youth coaches, because, I've been in the bowling centers just multiple times, and my kids bowl and stuff like that. And the youth coaches come up to me and they see a kid throwing the backup ball or trying to do, and, hey, can you come give them some pointers? And I'm like, yeah, I can do my best by all means, but I don't know how to really tell people how to do it. It just comes as a thing for me.
Well, to be honest, like the backup ball, there's not like a lot of coaching aspect with that, because it is, I would say it's still kind of one of those unforeseen kind of techniques that people don't necessarily practice. People do it, but the people that are doing it aren't necessarily coaching it. So,
I see the backup bowling is spare shooting. That's where I see everybody's backup ball play.
Yeah, well, that's where a lot of people are pulling it from. It's like, oh, I can't get that 10 pin by not throwing a curve at it. Well, if I can throw a backup ball curve at it, then great.
Well, it's a lot easier to pick up the 4, 7, 10 too.
I mean, if it adds that much to your arsenal and you're able to look as a painter, right? I can cut with my right hand. I can cut with my left hand. Can I bowl with my left hand? No.
I couldn't even attempt it. Like, I've tried it. I've tried doing two-handed. I've tried throwing left-handed. I've tried just, doing the normal way of bowling that everybody wants to see. It just does not work. I cannot figure it out. My feet don't work that way for some reason. My arm doesn't work that way for some known reason.
Well,
and I used to just throw it straight down the lane.
That shows a lot about like mental game, just in general, because when you get yourself in a pattern, and you do something for so long, you have basically such a hard drive in your system that your body won't.
My bad. Wow. My bad.
Your body won't allow you to forget what you're doing.
But I mean, like D-Gab said, Brianna Bowles, she's another backup baller that's right-handed backup baller that's tearing it up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
She just recently rolled her second 300, I think.
Yeah, she's crushing it, bro.
That's awesome.
She's
So
awesome.
My very first appearance at Nationals was 6, 7 years back. And, I didn't even know what to expect. Everybody told me, about the arenas and, how everything like shuts down and the audience and stuff like that. It threw me completely off. I went out in practice, and that was literally the one and only time from practice through game one. I stopped on my left foot. I did everything throwing my backup ball, but I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find my footing all over again. I was like, why am I stopping on the left foot? That's not my thing.
That
was the interesting thing about Baton Rouge this year. Like, because you're used to a low ceiling in a bowling alley, and you walk out into the bowling arena, and you just look up, and you're like, okay, that's like 70 feet up.
Oh, it was crazy. It was so big.
And when you run into that psychological warfare, right, per se, how hard is it to check yourself and be like, just remember what you used to do? How long did it take for you to be like, okay, stop it, and just went back to your normal routine?
I mean, like I said, through practice, through game one, we got done with game one. Like, I threw it horribly because I just was so awful. I sat down, I unlaced my shoes, I went to the bathroom, I just blanked everything out. I called my wife because she didn't go down with me that time. I called my wife, and she was just like, just go do what you know what you're doing.
Reset.
And I was just like, okay. She's like, I'll talk on the phone with you as you walk out. Like, everything's fine. You don't know anybody there. They don't know you there. Just do what you do. Came back in, laced up my shoes, and just started slamming it. And I was just like, all right, thanks, babe. Appreciate you. Like, where was that at? A little pep talk is all I needed, I guess.
Bro, sometimes that's all you need. And I know I've gone through that even in my own league. I had like a mental block. I don't even know what happened. Literally just forgot how to walk up to the line for probably at least 3 or 4 frames. And everyone was looking at me like, what's going on, bro? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I just had a seizure or what, but like something in my head is not right.
It's gone. Nothing works right now. Like, and that's what I was telling everybody, and they're all, what are you doing wrong? And I was like,
I don't know.
Everything that I'm doing is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there was I distinctly remember a league a league night. I walked into the building, shot 140, 145. And I'm a 210 bowler. And everybody on my team's like, what is going on with you? I'm like, apparently my game stayed home tonight. Because it's not here.
Yeah. It's crazy how your body does that. Like, just, I don't know if it's a matter of, an anxious thing or if it's I don't even remember what was going through my mind. I mean, there were so many emotions for the very first time going to nationals. I mean, from the sitting in with all the teams and everything like that to the walkout to the lights going. I mean, my emotions were everywhere. And the only thing I wanted to be there is to see me as my wife watch me do it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So everything was just wrong.
Yeah. Well, and they always tell you your first time going to nationals, do not expect to score because to plug another one of the podcasts in the family, it is a steep learning curve.
Thanks.
Huge learning curve.
You will be
I
checked.
barely broke 525 2 years ago on my first time. I went back this year, and if I had brought my spare game at all, I probably would have averaged a 625 set for all three events.
Yeah.
Like, I was striking out the house. I just couldn't pick a spare to save my damn life.
That's what I found my problem this year. I mean, I had the line, I had the look, and I'd throw it just a touch off, and I'd just leave the simplest spare. I couldn't get my spare ball to go across the lane. It wasn't working for me. I was like, man, what are you doing? Like, you have 3, 6, 10 up on the deck right now. All you have to do is go like 3 left and just pipe it straight at it. And I couldn't get it to go over there. I was just not on my shot. I was like, okay, well, just got to strike a lot. Got to strike a lot.
Well, and that was the other thing, too, is the changes were so minute. Like, I was throwing the ball with my normal release. The ball decided it was going to start waggling outside and not finish. I move, my default move to that is, okay, I'm going to do a 3-1 back left to get on top of the friction. Well, you do that, and the ball takes off like a freight train and misses the head pin. And I'm like, okay, I just barely moved.
Yeah.
And then I went back to my normal spot, and all I did was make it a slight hand adjustment to come around the ball just a smidge more, like not even an exaggerated amount more, and it lined you back to the pocket. Like the adjustments you had to make were so minute, it was so easy to overblow them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went over to Chase because, like I said, we went with his whole group. Like, we were bowling with Anthony Simonson. He let one of our really good friends, Morgan, he surprised him, and Anthony Simonson was his doubles partner. Like, all
that'd
worked
have been cool.
So like that was just all like a big surprise. But he's like, they're bowling the next pair next to us, whatever, and we're just hanging out. Everybody's having a good time, and I'm like, Chase, what am I doing? What am I doing? And he's all, go left. I said, I've gone left. He goes, go lefter. I said, I've gone lefter. He goes, go lefter. And I was like, I can't go any lefter than I am. And he goes, you better
hump the
figure it
ball
out, go
return,
lefter.
son.
And then I'm like, he's all, did you go lefter? Because I throw a strike. And I was all, yeah. He goes, why don't you go a touch lefter? And I was all, Chase, that's not a thing. And then I go 240. And I was like, oh, I guess I should go lefter when he says go lefter.
Right. But it was absolutely nuts. And yes, I did see that they finally announced the pattern. That was a 43-foot pattern with over 30 mils of oil on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder you didn't have any miss room.
Yeah. The guy that is leading the standard division, he was with our group, Corey Cockrum. He is one of our people from Grand Junction. There's a kid, I think he's in the regular division, Brockton Baker. He's also from here. Like, our hometown showed out for some unknown reason.
That's awesome.
No, Craig, the 43-foot over 30 mils was singles and doubles. I haven't seen what the team pattern was.
39.
I know the singles had to be worse.
To me, the singles and doubles pattern was easier than the team pattern. The team pattern played hella tight.
Team is always
team pattern
worse.
was 39 feet.
Yeah, team is always worse.
Okay, so that makes sense.
What are your
Hey,
guys'
Miles.
thoughts on this whole ban urethane thing they're trying to come out with?
I just want the USBC to make a damn decision already.
I know that they're going to draw this out as long as they can. They do it with everything that they do, right? The 2-finger bowlers with the no thumb, that was drawn out for at least a year, right? To now you can't have a thumb, you have to have an X out, all that. It took at least a year. So
Yeah.
I don't see them actually doing anything. They're not going to finalize anything probably for at least a year, guaranteed.
But at least announce it. That way we know what's coming. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing that's pissing me off the most is just the indecision.
Which
Yeah.
I get that. And honestly, the only thing I would say that I'm going to refer to is we see what manufacturers aren't doing right now, right?
Yeah, they're not making urethane.
So that's kind of given us a little bit of telltale sign, but it's not the definite answer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
would
think
say
I
just
think
pay
they have an
attention to what
idea
they're
something's
releasing.
coming, and they halted their production on the urethane for
Right,
a
because
reason.
yeah, I mean, like, are you going to make something that you can't sell? No.
All right,
Mhm.
hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know that they should eliminate it, but that's my personal opinion. I don't mind urethane. I know, it transitions your lane a lot different. It does, it does all its multiple purpose uses. I think a lot of people just don't understand how to play
Around
against
it.
a
They
urethane.
don't. Yeah,
or
they
Yeah,
don't
with it.
around
understand
If
how
you
to
can
play
work
around it. Right.
together
Right.
and form your groove that you need and set that wall, I mean, it would go dramatic change. But everybody works against the urethane or the urethane, because it obviously pushes your oil down lane. I mean, shorter patterns. Obviously, you want the urethane in play. You need to build that wall down lane.
Richie, on that pattern, it looks like it's a 43-foot pattern. I mean, your ideal start would be 2 or 12. 12 board.
I was going to say 2. Good Lord, play the ditch.
It's 26 mils, so
You said it was 43 length and 26 mils?
yes, it's like a high scoring house shot, I would assume.
It's going to be a medium volume, so your benchmarks should be really, really in play. I wouldn't go anything too strong because it's going to deplete the oil too fast. Because 26 mils is considered, a moderately heavy volume, but it's stretched out over 43 feet, so it's going to be thinner.
It's flipped, by the way.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that works for Steve because he's Utah or lefty.
I was going to say, excuse me, sir.
But
Yeah, playing that 11-12 is almost your ideal shot for those
See, I would
zones.
play it because I like to swing the ball a little bit. I would probably I'd lay it down and get across the arrows at about 16, 17 and play it out to 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
if you don't have it, get the 10-pin toolkit. It will give you a beginning basis for a lot of it.
It will.
Also, if you ask ChatGTP what ball to use on a certain pattern, it will give you a suggestion of which type of balls to use also.
And with ChatGPT, if you give it how you like to play, so it knows your play style, it'll give you a more accurate plan of attack. Like,
but what if your style isn't on those lists?
for you, I would just tell it I'm a left-handed bowler. I'd be like, hey, I'm a lefty. I have about a 400 to 425 rev rate, and I would just leave the fact that I'm a backup bowler out of it.
Yeah. Which, I don't mean to interrupt anybody, but I want to add this into this discussion because we are taking a poll for our bowling ball giveaway. 14 or 15 pound ball What do you think?
15 all day.
Hold
15?
on.
I'm a 15-pounder.
I'm a 15-pounder all day.
Okay, so smiley faces is 15, cry faces is 14, and I did not do that on purpose. Those are just the two options it gave me. Squirt, shut
Can
up!
we do laugh faces for 16? Because that's what I throw.
You're just a beast.
I have to say something though. I back up ball when I get bored, and I throw a consistent 185 with it, and I don't do it on the regular. I don't practice it, so a 185 consistent is pretty good throwing it that way. But I find it more accurate and easier to control. I like it.
I feel like because of the position of your body's natural like release form, you're square with how you release. As you coming out to throw that backup ball, you're already squared up. You're not
Yeah.
opening to try and get it to go to the right. Your body naturally wants to just stay up with it, so you can stay in that consistent groove rather than trying to form it to that other zone going right-handed.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on as to how it would be.
I really agree with that for the simple fact of like, look, as a righty, we can tend to try to overhook or over torque the ball. We can try to overthrow the ball. If you're throwing a backup ball, your body is limiting you to what you can actually do. So if you're literally just doing the same motion and is very controlled, it's slowing your pace down, it's slowing your rev down a touch. So it's going to be very more consistent to a standard shot over and over and over again. Where if you get frustrated, you're like, okay, I need to make this hook more. I'm going to either put more revs on it or I'm going to put more speed on it. As a traditional righty, you're going to try to overthrow it, overpower it, over rev it. I mean, there's so many other things that you can do, but if you're doing a backup style, you're kind of controlled in how much you can do.
Yeah, you're definitely limited because your body's not going to let you go out of that
Right.
curve. You're going to
Okay,
tweak
guys,
yourself
there's another
before.
5-minute poll. It is above my head with the timer. Click on it and then give your options.
Foster's and Army. I think Roland is wanting to order it and have it ready to go, and I think that's why they're trying to get a base of the weight.
Correct. We want to get the weight option out of the way early, so that way we can get it ordered. So that way when we do the giveaway, that we're not having a delay.
Correct.
I think 15 is almost a fair weight for most.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
To say bowlers that are in that zone. However, with that being said, if you did set, a weight of what you are going to give away, is there a way? I don't know who's giving the ball away, if it's swag or whatever.
No,
could the person that wins?
It's going through Rowan, Bowling Rowan.
Could the person that wins get in contact to do a swap if they needed that lighter weight? If it's for somebody that is just joining this podcast or just joining into the bowling scene.
Hey, Devo.
That would actually be a really good question to ask Matt if he was in here. I don't know if he's in here or not.
He is. He just joined a few seconds ago. Mr. Rubling, the option that I am looking for is not on your poll.
What are you talking about?
Oh, they want a lighter weight, maybe?
It says, when do you prefer to see me live again?
End poll. Manage poll.
I'm like, I got
problems.
rodeo tomorrow night. I can't see you tomorrow. Sorry, buddy. I got rodeo.
Pickle problems.
I'm pretty sure that's not something for us. We're in our bowling community.
There. Go for it now.
Did we just have our first troll?
No, absolutely not.
No.
I'm the troll.
All right, there we go. It should be fixed.
No, you're
now.
the bowler.
That's right.
Thank you for letting me know, because I'd have looked and been like, all right, let's see the results. Oh, what the hell?
I guess I'm going live tonight after tomorrow.
I guess
Do
I
not
gotta
post
go
that.
live. My fans, they love me.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't put in like option D right in your own answer and put never.
Okay,
I
Matt,
thought
so I
about
see
it.
your comment here. It's whatever the person wins wants. So they can just reach out to you to state the
Oh.
weight that they need is
Then we
what we're...
I mean,
If
if that's the case, then I mean, then is the poll necessary? Not really.
no.
yeah, leave it up for
I mean-
the heck of it. It's only got 4 minutes left on it.
No, I mean, look, honestly, I'm getting a lot of information technically from just the post that I put up today, plus tonight, and honestly, 15 is kind of winning. Not saying that.
Not
I
by
just
a
think it's
lot.
that average, that most... I mean, I think if you were to actually look up statistics, I mean, a 15-pound ball is what the average bowler normally throws once
Well,
they get
14
that
is picking up
comfortability.
steam, though, because there are even PBA guys that are switching to 14 because of how many games they bowl.
The
Yeah,
only
that's
thing that I
getting-
will add to
That's
that,
because they're getting older.
the only thing that I will add to that 1 pound difference is your numbers change from a 14 to a 15-pound ball. Like your differential numbers change, so your layouts will change with that weight
Yes.
difference.
Mhm.
So you kind of have to keep that in mind as well. Especially anybody that's going to drop from a 15 to a 14, keep that in mind. Those numbers are going to change, so it's not going to be the same layout. And if you do the same layout, it's not going to react the same.
So I throw
Mine-
mostly 16 pounds. I have a few, or I'm going, like, everything that I'm buying now is 15s, is what I'm going to. And
Yeah.
that's due to control. Like, because, I mean, am I capable of throwing a 16-pound bowling ball? Yeah. But having the control over a 16-pound bowling ball is a lot harder than with my 15.
Yep.
Uh,
I would say I dropped down to a 14 after I hurt my wrist for the second time. Then went to, after it healed, I went back to 15. But my spare ball is still a 14-pound ball because I have a little, like you said, a little bit more control over that, and I can get it to slide into the 7-pin at 14 better than I can at 15.
right.
Bobby, what is your typical ball speed that you're throwing with the 16-pound?
18.
That's awesome,
Ooh, grown man speed at grown man weight.
bro. Like kicking it.
Yeah, I
Elizabeth,
can get it down weight.
does that not bug you, though, going from a 14 to a spare ball of 15?
My spare ball's 14, and I throw 15 all day.
Yeah, but you
So my spare ball is 15, and I throw 16 all
Yeah, it doesn't really affect me. I mean, my ball speed goes up with my spare ball, but it also helps me stay a little bit straighter with that ball and not throw a hook on it, even though I can throw a hook on it.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the 14-pound spare ball is I can throw it a bit harder, and it ups my ricochet percentage if I want something to get thrown off
Yeah.
the tarp or off the side.
Like your big splits, like
Yeah,
I
You
can
mean-
bounce some pins around throwing my 15 ball after throwing 16 all day. I'm like, I'll lift the 15-pound spare ball, and I'm like, all right, watch this. I'll get this
Yep.
thing going 23 miles an hour and just crank it.
yeah.
It's going
exactly.
flying.
I threw a pin back off the backboard in my house, which is very dead. It's very rare that you get ricochet off the backboards. And this thing came at least 5 feet past the sweeper, and everyone looked at me like, "Bro," and I'm like, "Dude, I've never done that in my life."
The farthest I've brought a pin back is to the arrows, and that
Yeah.
was going for the 710. And I got the pin to jump, but it came out the wrong way instead of going to the other side.
Well, and it was funny. The hardest ricochet off of a sidewall I ever got. Oh wow, 15 won in like overwhelming fashion. It was 80% to 20% for a 15.
You throw an 8-pounder for the splits?
Bro, I'd be throwing an 8-pounder through the ceiling tiles.
Well, you could pick the lily with it. That's the best way to pick a Lily, a 5-7-10 is with a
Yeah,
super
no,
light
I'm,
ball
I'm
that
not. I'm not
barely
disagreeing.
nicks
But
the 5-pin.
Is this thing drilled to your hand, Steven? Because I don't know if I'm going to get my fingers in an 8-pound bowling ball.
Right,
Anywhere.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you go through the roof, because I know my fingers would be like,
It's sticking.
Last time I threw an 8-pound ball, it hit the head pin and it just stood and didn't even move.
yeah, well, or it just ricochets down the side.
Yeah.
What is your split conversion rate with that 18 pounds, Steven?
1.2%.
I'm just
Infinite.
curious because I feel like the ball's going to ricochet way harder than the pins would.
Yeah.
I don't know that you're going to have that drive to get the pins to do the action that they need to do. So I really am curious.
Which I'm really glad you brought that up, because anybody that has a split or has what we call a sleeper in the back, if you throw a plastic ball at that setup and you have a sleeper, the chances of you picking up that sleeper are very, very low. Because your ricochet is going to be like pink, and then that sleeper's going to stand there. So
See, now that was my thought with the 8-pounder
aggressive.
though. Like, imagine picking the baby split with an 8-pound ball. All you have to do, in me and Bobby's case, is hit the
bag.
3-pin, and it's going to ricochet right into the 7, no matter where you hit it.
Bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like using backup ball for wild spares like that too. It gives you a higher percent.
Depending on the setup, yeah, 100%.
Well, you're
But
also most cases you're throwing in fresh oil because there's not really many left-handers.
We don't know many
a lot of these
left-handers
leagues.
around here.
Yeah, them oddballs.
Yeah, y'all are the wrong hands. Get it right. But to finish my story about the hardest ricochet I ever got, it was really weird because I literally threw the ball about 12 to 13 miles an hour and put a 500 rev rate onto the ball and literally just let it slow hook into the 10-pin. The ball finished so hard that it actually smashed the 10-pin in between my ball and the sidewall. And it took that energy and ricocheted it right over to the other side. I'm like, that wasn't supposed to do that. I did not throw that ball nearly hard enough.
Right.
I mean, Hayden, you're not wrong. On lane 7 at our house, they got the gutter set up like it's lower than the deck, so it'll ricochet up and it'll go straight. Yeah, it will go straight to the head pin every time.
I swear to God, bro. I feel like there's every lane has one of those, or every house has one of those lanes.
You ever been to spare time lanes? Any of you guys in Utah?
What was it?
In Utah.
Spare time lanes.
Spare time. I know we have spares here, but I don't think it's spare time.
So there's it's where we're bowling CB tour, I think, is our first stop is spare time lanes. And the last time we went out there, the amount of deadwoods that they have and split conversions that they have at that house is
Insane.
ungodly. It is crazy how much the pins ricochet out of the pit. Like, you can nail it dead pocket.
So they got fresh
You're probably
boards.
slinging like 3 pins out onto the lane. Just everything flies.
I was going to say they have to have fresh, stiff sideboards and a low hanging tarp a low hanging catch tarp.
Yeah, because I
mean,
know
what we had in one squad for deadwoods. I think we've had total at one of my houses in a year
Hey, Brett.
for deadwoods.
Good God. Like that is
so many.
That is so completely opposite of the old house I bowled at that just closed. I swear they never changed the kickboard, so they're sponge soft. Their sideboards are sponge soft, and I don't think they ever changed any of the catch tarps either, so they were loose and floppy. You'd have to throw the ball 26, 27 miles an hour to get a ricochet out of there. It was insane. It's like, we ain't picking splits in this house.
I mean, we almost tried to just leave a bigger split at that house just to see if we could convert it. Like, yeah, I picked up a 7-10. I mean, watch those pins fly back there. There's so much room.
No, my favorite split to pick, just because I have the rev rate to do it, is the 3, 6, 7, 9. The bucket minus the 5 pin and the 7 pin.
Okay, yeah.
Just because I'll sit there and I'm like, all right, well, we're just going to rev the ever living piss out of this, cross the 2 pin Brooklyn, and just throw everything at the 7 pin.
Mm-hmm.
I actually picked that up Saturday night while I was watching the learning curve.
Nice. Did we inspire you, sir?
Yeah, maybe a little. But it was funny because the guy's like, well, you're out of the tournament now. I said, nope, watch me pick this sumbitch. Swink.
Had the tournament this past weekend, and I left the big 4, and I picked up the 4, 7, 10, but I didn't get the 6 pin out.
I've done that so many times.
It's
Like, pick
disgusting.
3.
I'm like, just fall the other way.
Pick up 3 of the big 4 or 4 of the Greek church.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
It drives you insane because you're like, that's exactly where anybody would hit it, and it would go. It would work. But it just doesn't fall into
Especially
place.
seeing that I have yet to pick a Greek church, but I can I probably need 3 hands to tell you the amount of times I've gotten 4 of the 5.
So what's your go-to ball right now?
The OG reality.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Bringing out the big
That
guns.
ball, I mean, the conditions really don't affect that ball. Like, it will cut through almost every condition that I put it on. It is what I threw at Nationals. It is what I threw on the sport shot we just had at this last tournament this past weekend. Like, it will cut through, and it is going to find its way to the pocket.
Speaking of which, the pour on that ball is phenomenal too. I love the colorway of that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, excuse me.
That's
Okay,
nice,
so-
Foster.
I believe that because I see a lot of your content and you pick up some crazy things.
Who, Foster?
Yeah.
Yeah, Foster's he's got a good hand, 100%.
Okay, so let's give out another little detail on this giveaway on August 11th. We're going to tell you that unfortunately, Swag Staff is not eligible to win. So if you're a
Unfortunately,
Swag Staff, sorry about your luck.
just the way it works.
But
No
the way
offense.
you get your entry for this week, you have the entire week from now until next Monday. Number 1, you got to be like it. You got to be following all 3 of the hosts. So me, Cobra, and Pickles. That's requirement number 1. Requirement number 2 is you need to go to our YouTube page and follow the YouTube page.
We will link it in our bios if we can.
Yeah, I
was gonna say,
I already have it in my bio.
Mine's already in my bio as well. Nick
Number
Tropolis, what's going on, buddy? How you been?
Number 3.
Come on, squirrel. Focus, focus, focus.
What was number 3? Y'all can do number 3. I did 1 and 2. That's the hard part.
Are we up on Spotify?
Yes, but that's next week, not this week.
Okay, so
Then we only got 2 phases. You're 3 phases ahead.
so
I was
Follow
sneak peek
up.
on how to qualify for next week. But if you follow the Spotify early, it does not count.
Steve,
all right.
Steve just shut his mouth real quick and say, well, "Did I forget something?"
Right? I'm like, what did I forget?
all right,
What did I do?
we'll do a quick recap. Follow us as a group because that's what we do as bowlers. Look,
Steve,
we are
you turned into a dog.
dude. Bro, this podcast just got so much better. No, keep the dog.
Hey,
Keep
you
the
can't
dog.
show your weenie on screen, bro.
Right.
Oh, clip this. Clip this. Clip this.
Steve out here showing his wiener.
Say hi, Squirtle.
Squirrel!
Hi, Squirtle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh man.
His
Family
wings named
friendly. Family
Squirtle.
friendly.
So do they grow ears the older you get? I'm scared to get old.
It doesn't help me.
Nope.
It does not help me at all.
Well, that is puppy number 1. She's a year old. We're going to be getting her little sister when we come back from our cruise. Which,
Yes, sister.
speaking of which, y'all are going to have to take over on the 11th because I'm going to be in the ocean.
Okay.
What, tied to bricks?
They have Wi-Fi.
Just remember.
I don't know if I paid for the Wi-Fi or not.
You always got to remember, shit floats.
Well, then I'll be okay.
And cinder blocks sink. I'm just saying.
But a bonus, guys, if you could follow the Swag House account.
Yes, absolutely.
We got to build that one up.
It's just at Swag House. So if you could go follow that, you can get a bonus entry. So how about that?
Ding. There's the third.
Yes,
So-
Foster's on TikTok.
Follow us as a group. Join our YouTube subscription. Doesn't cost anything. And then
That's one.
If you could follow us on the Swag House page to help grow that Swag House account, all good.
Yep.
Put your name in.
Because
We got
eventually
you.
you're going to be seeing all 3 of our bright, shiny faces on the Swag House account.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nobody
I
wants
knew
to
it.
see this face.
It's gonna be swagalicious.
Well, on weeks where it's your turn to host on the Swag House account, you'll be on the Swag House account.
Okay.
That was pretty simple. Okay.
Just smile and wave, Cobra. Smile and wave.
I just show
do
up
the-
where they tell me to show up.
I'm a pretty princess.
So I want to get kind of a little bit back on track. Who is your favorite bowler?
Right now, AJ Tackett.
Fair. I mean,
Dude
he's
is an
crushing
animal. He's an animal when it comes down to
I
it.
was going to say, and when he first came out, there was nobody in the world when he first hit the PBA scene that thought EJ Tackett was going to turn into this EJ Tackett.
Outdoors
Yeah.
says loves the swagitude.
That's right, baby.
So Chris asked, how long have you all been bowling?
18 plus years for me.
Yeah, I went from 5 to 22, so that was what, 17 years. Took a 12-year break, and now I'm year 5 or 6 back from my forced hiatus.
I want to say, I mean, honestly, I did it when I was a kid, but that really doesn't technically count. I got into it in my mid-30s for just kind of like a fun group thing. Did that probably for maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I don't even think it was 2 years. And then when I moved here to South Florida, I got back into leagues. And then I didn't really start doing competitive until probably 2 years ago. So I would say total, I'm probably 5 years in total, maybe 6.
Tournament and competitive, both like legit focus on trying to go to the next level. Like 2 years is all I've been on. Like,
Yeah, I'm right there with
trying
you.
to succeed. Like take it further.
Yeah, I did the high end. I did two seasons on the regional PBA, bowling about 3 or 4 events a year. Then COVID happened, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not interested in going out and donating. Next time I go back out there, I'm going to compete, and I'm actually going to cash. So that's where Project 220 started, because I'm not going back out there until I clear the 220 to 225 average. because once I do that, that means I'm ready to go back out there and not donate my money, but actually take some of it back.
You know, Chase just actually invited me to Sweden to go to a regional in Sweden with him.
Good God. Talk about the
Chase Nadeau?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we just had him on Learning Curve.
Yeah, he owns one of the bowling centers here.
Yeah.
talk about one of the freaking highest expenditures for your travel. Good God.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, it'd be so much fun, though. I mean, I want to go to a regional, but, I mean, I don't know. I like that side action, and regionals don't have side action.
No, so I mean
Yeah.
that's the other thing too, is these
You're not wrong.
these state tournaments and these local tournaments. Your main goal is to win bracket money. Winning the tournament's a bonus.
The amount of money I watched win in bracket, or Anthony Simonson win in brackets at nationals, was mind blowing.
Oh yeah, EJ Tackett. I bowled the 2 sessions with EJ. EJ won like $8 grand for 2 days.
Simonson won 10,000 in team event only.
I was like,
I was
you've
like,
got to be
what?
kidding me.
Yeah.
How do you do it? That's just crazy to me.
Chris, we have a process that we go through.
Chris, who is your you said your coach is
Is a
ex
former
pro,
PBA
a retired pro. Who is this that you speak of?
I mean, the dude's got a Hall of Fame last name.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. The 13-year-old in me inside me was laughing too damn hard.
Bro, you're terrible.
Are you guys all going to Reno next year?
Yes.
Chris, my PBA bowler around here who owns our pro shop is Brian Himmler. So
Nice. When are you guys all going?
I'm still waiting on my exact set dates. I've already paid for everything. I'm starting my booking probably this week or next week for hotels and stuff like that. But that it was on my bucket list for my bowling journey. It's definitely something. As soon as I started doing competitive tournaments and state tournaments and doing more outside of just league, I put it on my bucket list. I had the opportunity to do Baton Rouge at a very discounted rate this year. However, the time frame didn't really work out too well with some of the traveling I was doing with going to Alabama and Cincinnati. So I couldn't really work that out. But Reno's definitely it's happening. Period. Dot.
Nice.
I was to say we go the week after Memorial Day.
So that's
Shut
like
up.
the first weekend in June.
It's the last full week in May usually.
Last full week. Yeah, I think we go June 20th and 21st is when we bowl.
Because I usually go down there a couple of days early. Like I'll go down there Saturday or Sunday, spend Memorial Day wherever we're going for nationals, and then Tuesday, Wednesday we bowl, and Thursday I come home.
I'm not leaving Ohio anytime soon.
We know.
Yes, it's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm drinking an energy drink.
I'm married to grass when it comes to this time of year.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, you got to divorce it to go try out the old nationals, dude.
Can't divorce the paycheck. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can take a slight break.
Not that long. He's not wrong.
I mean,
Hayden, I
he's
need
got
to
a
take
point.
a week-long vacation from work so you can do my job while I go bowl nationals.
Oh God, I would come back and my lines would be all messed up.
Bro.
But you'll be on so many different lines after that.
You got kids. You got kids.
You'll be in Reno.
Come on. Put them to work.
Start training them now. You're guaranteed to have at least one straight line out of the group.
I'm sorry, Hayden. You're going to have to take 2 weeks over to help your dad out.
And let's be real, he's going to want to go, so I'm really kind of screwed.
All right, well, Hayden, you're going to have to find some replacements for both of you.
Right.
Temp services work. You can find somebody to run a straight line on a mower. I'm sure of it.
I don't know about that, bro. I've seen temp agencies, and I'm a painter, and it ain't good. Dude, it ain't good at all. Oh, yeah, I can paint. Oh, yeah, sure you can.
I was saying that's another one of the tournaments I would love to get a TikTok team together for. Is the Greater Ozarks Open here in Springfield, Missouri. I'm just waiting for them to announce that we can finally do double entries, because the second they do that, I'm taking a TikTok team down there. It is going to happen. I just want I just need them to be like, okay, we're finally authorizing multiple entries, so you can come down with different teams.
Yeah, Foster's not wrong.
I travel everywhere to bowl. My wife doesn't really like that I do, but I mean, I have to.
Oh,
go
so how's she going to
show-
respond to? Oh, babe, I'm going to Switzerland.
You know, she asked if we could go, but I told her if we go, we're not doing anything besides me bowling. Like, that is the only thing I'm going there for. I'm not doing anything else. Like, the Baton Rouge trip, it went from, it was going to be, we're going to go down there like 2 days prior, or 2 days
I already know
earlier,
where
and-
it's going.
Yeah. I was down there for 12 days.
Oh, good God.
I went a week early and stayed an extra 2 days. Like, yeah, it turned into a very, very pricey trip from bowling to everything we did.
Everything
in Baton
else.
Rouge and New
Right.
Orleans and everything else down there.
Well, that was
I'm
the best part about being in Baton Rouge is you were an hour away from New Orleans. So it's like, bourbon?
Foster's, I can relate.
Shut up.
A lot of people tell me my
Could you
lines are
please-
straight. The straightest that they've seen.
You need me to take her
Have you ever been to Nationals? Cobra?
Something?
No.
No. You got to
No.
give it a go one time.
Facts.
I think it's
I'm-
South Carolina 2028.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be at
The
that one.
timing. The timing's terrible for me. Like I said,
mean-
it's just.
South
It's-
Carolina's
it's
going to be
March
so
to
dope,
June.
bro.
It's going to be a good time in South
Yeah,
Carolina.
Yeah,
dude,
but-
South Carolina's going to be so good.
I was going
Second
to say,
week-
South Carolina is going to be one of those rare times that I actually bring my golf clubs with me, too.
Oh, bro, yeah, absolutely. I'm actually going to be able to drive to that one. And guess what? It's still going to be probably like 13-hour drive, but I'll still be able to do it.
Dude, I drove to Baton Rouge from Colorado, okay?
All right.
The second week
Yeah, I
of
got
March,
you.
all the way till November, I'm mowing. So, I mean,
Well, you're
it's
going to
hard
be
to-
mowing pins down in South Carolina in June or July.
The Amazon wasn't
You
on the
better
porch
figure
when
it
I
out.
got
You
home.
got 3 years to find somebody, train somebody to mow lines. Because in 2028, you better be in South Carolina. That's all I got to say, all right?
Bro,
Maybe if it
switch.
comes to Cincinnati. If it comes to Cincinnati, maybe.
You're killing me, Smalls. Oh, man.
Yes.
Me,
Just read it.
this is a common
Me too.
conversation I have with the family. They're always like, "Can we go do this? Can we go do this?" I can't. I gotta mow. They're like, all you do is work." I was like, "Unfortunately, I have X amount of people who depend on me. I'm technically their bitch."
I mean, all the respect in the world. Like, hands down, that's cool. Like, by all means, take care of what you've started,
Gots
everything
do,
like
right?
that. But you cannot take it with you when you go. Go live it up, have fun, and take your family on a trip.
I get that.
The memories are just all there.
People
all
don't
worth it.
understand the sacrifice grass cutters do for people.
But
Yes,
but
that was
see,
not on the
see,
porch when I
here's
got
the
home.
thing.
Else I'd have brought it in.
You have to have you time and your family time and not worry about other people and their grass in a perfect line.
Well, I get the winter off.
Yeah, but even though you get the winter off, though, sometimes look. I know my most profitable season is the summertime, right? I make more money in the summer because I make more money on exterior than I do interior work, right? But do I know that at some point you got to take that break? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but when I chose, I explained to them when I chose to do that, it was I have to sacrifice a lot, you know.
Right. But sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit back to have that.
Yeah, but Ohio. No, listen. In Ohio, grass grows its craziest during those months.
No, I get that.
But the Nationals, the Pens slam the hardest in front of all the people.
Bro, I think we have a new
bad
spokesperson over here. Switch hitter, can we collab and just have a spokesperson aspect for you?
To me, I mean, I might be able to make the trip out to Chicago. That's not too far.
Just do it for yourself. Do it one time for yourself. I don't care what the location is, what the stop is. Go put yourself out there and give yourself the experience, because I promise you the memories that you're going to make doing it, you will never find mowing grasses or wiping asses, homeboy.
I ain't wiping nobody's ass.
Look, and I'm not.
I'm just saying, like, it's just, you got to make those memories, man. You deserve it.
I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass, but everything that he just basically said is 100% true. Until you actually put yourself out there and do some of the like distance tournaments and that type of stuff, and meet so many great people, because you are going to meet a lot of good people, and they're going to help in a ton of different ways that you're not even going to think like, oh, this is not going to really matter. Some of the best friends I have are all bowling community.
I don't discredit that, and I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying my responsibility and my discipline says I need to take care of this first.
When was the last time you took a vacation?
And we all support that.
Right.
That was the other cool thing about this year at Nationals, is getting stopped by random people going, "Hey, dude, I love your TikTok. I love your podcast." I'm like, "Dude, do what?"
And they would do the same thing to you, Cobra.
Dang.
Like, I got all respect, taking care of business. But don't sell yourself short. Go make sure you're doing things for you, too.
Absolutely.
Like, I had a group
within
of
the
about
next
5 or
5 to
6
6 years, I want to sell it. So I need to climb it to a certain point so I don't have to work. So
I get that.
I only got a few years left.
That's
or let my son take over. Or let my son take over, and then I can enjoy life. You see what I'm saying?
So if we invite you to a tournament in the wintertime, the likelihood is very high.
Yeah.
More than likely, yes.
All right. TikTok takeover in the wintertime. That's the only option.
See? He knows the
that's why I
assignment.
got to find another dedicated podcast spot, because I was listening to the show on Spotify and you could hear running around on hardwood. And everything you said, it got picked up. So I'm like, I got to find room. Like,
so what
we
are
can
you,
hear you.
yeah, Cobra just said, "I can hear you."
Hi, Cobra, I love you.
Hi.
That's not the boy.
So what are you working on right now? Are you doing any other local tournaments? Are you doing any outside of state tournaments? What are you doing right now?
So I have the CB Tour starts up season 3 next weekend. So it's just practice on sport shots. They'll give us the pattern, I think, 2 or 3 days prior to the actual tournament. So we'll lay that shot down probably once or twice and just get dialed in and
Well, through that.
then travel out there and go do that to start off the season. And then our pro shop has actually staffed me, and we travel within a 300-mile radius to any payout over $3,000 we go to.
Oh, nice.
There it is, right there. Keywords. Keywords.
So
The juice has to be worth the squeeze.
Dude, bruh.
So you're in Utah, right?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay.
Colorado,
So Utah is Utah close to that? I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
right on the border of Utah. I can drive 30 minutes and be in Utah.
I regardless.
He's from Ohio. It's fine.
Right.
I was going to say, tell us what grade you got in geography without telling us what grade you got in geography.
Actually, a lot higher than you think, but regardless.
But look, I mean, they change everything every day. Now the ABC or the ABC song's not even the same now, right?
Right.
Just saying. Math
So
is not even the same.
You have fellow people in Utah that are affiliated with us, and they were wondering, is there a Facebook or some type of site where they can pull tournaments from?
I don't know of necessarily a site. I believe on my Facebook is USBC tournament or something like along those lines, and it's just like basically like on Marketplace. You can put in your area and have X amount of miles between,
Yeah.
and it'll go through and tell you, what tournament and everything like that.
I was to say, do they post that kind of stuff on like tournamentbowling.com?
Yeah, they do that too. I mean, our community is super strong here from, having Chase and the new owner that bought the other bowling alley just recently. We've all come to a big collab instead of the old owner and Chase's center. They weren't getting along. They were like dividing instead of combining. So, we know where the New Mexico runs are. We know where we go Greeley, Utah.
I think that's the first time she's actually.
The CB tour. I mean, it goes a lot of different places. We have, I think it's Idaho is a stop this year. We'll be in. I think we're trying to bring the CB tour to one of our houses here. So,
Okay. Awesome.
but yeah, if you just go on Tournament Bowl, that's a big one. But on Facebook, I think it's USBC tournaments. I can't even think right off. I'll send it to you though.
I was to say, I know in Missouri we have a bunch of tournament bowling Facebook groups that are dedicated to the Midwest area, where you can find stuff in like Nebraska, you can find stuff in Iowa, you can find stuff in Missouri, you can find stuff in Illinois.
Yeah. I know we have it's SoFlo bowling where they post basically anything that is local or even on the east or the west coast of Florida, like Fort Myers and that type of stuff. But I know Tampa's got a ton of bowling, bro. Tampa's got a ton of bowling. One of my buddies that actually works in the bowling center that I bowl at, which I'm going to be doing some part-time work for them as well. He's about to move up to Tampa, and we were talking about it last night about doing some tournaments together, possibly in that Tampa area as soon as he gets up there. So I'm looking forward to to doing that and traveling a little bit more around Florida. It's
See,
not.
what
It's not. It's not an easy drive. It's still going to be. I think it's like 10 hours.
we're trying to bring in the scratch tournaments. I love everybody growing in the community. I love watching everybody continue to excel, but I want to play ball. Let's bowl. Let's play. Let's
Yeah,
have
me
fun.
versus you, nothing else.
I mean, this last tournament I went to, I mean, I shot, I think I was 918 after 4 scratch because I'm a scratch bowler, and I didn't even qualify because the lowest person on there got 19 pins a game. So there's 76 pins going at it on top of it. Then they have a cap of 50 pins. So there's 200 pins going to those people. I'm like, that's a whole nother game. And I have to do this in 4 games, guys. I have to shoot 280s
Yep.
every game. like I enjoy those tournaments, but it's frustrating because, I mean, when you throw the ball so good and everything is working phenomenally, you're throwing these 230s, 240s, and you're like, oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. And then you look at the leaderboard and you're like, really? I have no chance, and I shot 250s at every person in this bowling alley. This isn't fun anymore.
But yeah, Foster's
So-
my favorite alley in all of my favorite alley to bowl at in all of Florida is actually Spring Hill Lanes in Spring Hill. I love that house.
So we faced a team last night. They had a high handicap, and 2 guys were using the same ball, and they broke out an old school urethane. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
What was the handicap score? Just curious.
I think it was
Oh
200
God,
or
they
something like
changed it
that.
to a Bolero. Ugh.
What's the highest handicap team you guys have had to bowl against?
296 per game.
A 307.
173 against a trio per game.
Yeah, 307 was I want to say it was a 4-man squad.
Yeah, 315 is the highest I've had to bowl against for a 4-man team, and that was per game. Each bowler had an astronomical amount. I mean, 90 to 115 pins per bowler is just
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
So I think in Indiana, I don't know what part you're going to.
$4.99. Bro,
Jesus.
dude, just take my blind. I'll put.
I was saying, take my blind, I'm
in my
going home.
bag, and
I'm just gonna
go
walk
home.
up and tell you congratulations, you beat the scratch bowlers.
What?
What do you even
I was at that point. All you have to do is roll the ball down the lane and not gutter every time, and you win.
Dude. Oh,
That's
score
brutal.
10 pins and win.
clip that.
That's
Dude,
brutal.
Actually, I'll amend mine because the 3-person team, the worst handicap we had to overcome was 192 per game in a 3-man.
I'm
And
getting
we
sick to my
both-
stomach just talking about all this.
We bowled
I mean, we
them
all start
in
somewhere.
position
We all
round
start
of the
somewhere.
in the final position round. We were in 3rd, they were in 2nd. We came in, looked up, and went, "No wonder you're in 2nd place. All you have to do to win is show up."
We all start somewhere. I think my biggest part about it is the cockiness of beating the scratch bowler, but not beating the scratch bowler.
Right? Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm like, we can literally put any shot down that you want, and we can put any amount of money out.
If you want to go toe to toe,
and we can bowl, but I'm not giving you pins. You're not giving me pins. Let's bowl and have fun. I'm all for that. But don't come at me and say I beat you. Yeah, you beat me with 72 pins. Absolutely, you did, because you just shot 220.
Here's my
When you really
soapbox.
when you really shot 145.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
the
say
worst
here's-
one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, here's my soapbox, right? All this goes down during leagues. We go into practice on Saturday, and yeah, I'm in the house. You walk in, and you want to challenge me, right? Okay, let's go. Throw some money down. I'm about it. And then you want to ask me to get your handicap? Bruh,
Oh,
this isn't league.
so many times. So
Bro,
many times.
This is
Jackpot's
not
the
league.
scratch, baby.
I'll blow you,
Yeah,
I'll blow you for
bro.
$20.
You're right. Yeah.
How many pins you giving me?
That right there. That.
No,
How many
I
pins you
don't
give me?
give
No.
no pins away. We
No,
could put $1 on the line, but you're earning it.
Right, yeah,
See?
You're
dude.
earning that dollar back.
Now here's your caveat. You go, that's fine. I'll give you your pins, but you're paying me 3-1 when I beat you.
I mean, I'm going to have to start using that because I can't tell you how many times I hear people like, okay, yeah, I'll throw down against you. And then I'm like, all right, well, show me some money. And then they're like, okay, how many pins you give me? I'm like, no. Like,
What lanes does Mark
The worst
Dillard
phrase-
bowl in?
The worst phrase I
Oh,
hear.
he's in Nashville. Which bowling alley
I
is he
don't
in?
know. I know he's in Nashville. I don't know what lanes.
Somebody
worst
summon the
phrase to
gold.
hear.
Somebody summon the golden depend.
I was gonna say, if you want to bowl in Nashville while you're out there, hit me up after this. I'll get the location. But go bowl with Mark Dillard.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's a genuine dude.
Dude, so cool.
And if you want to learn you something, that's the guy to learn you something from.
He's on the PBA 50 tour, I think.
I'm right behind him. Don't worry.
Sorry, I
Coming
didn't cut you
soon.
off. I was
Coming soon.
All right.
Pickles coming soon.
Worst phrase. Are you going to take it easy on me tonight? No.
No.
I don't take it easy on nobody.
Dude.
No.
Well,
Hey,
what
here's
did
a
you just
scenario
say?
for you. Here's a scenario for you. Dude bowls an 80 and still ends up with a 200 score.
Correct.
And this is on a PBA pattern. Sport League.
nuts.
That's annoying. Yes, Mark Dillard, yep.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me bowl better to hear, to see I have to beat somebody's handicap. It really does. Like, it fuels me.
Yeah.
But it fuels me on both sides. It angers me, but it fuels me to show them that a scratch bowler can really walk all over you for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
told everybody when I came in, and I was sitting at I was at a 205 at the time, and I told Chase, I told all of the guys that I bowl with, hey, my goal's 210, my goal's 215. My goal's 220, and I was good with a good 220. I'm averaging 230, and everybody's like, see, this is what you wanted. I'm like, it's what I wanted, but man, I don't like everybody else that I have to go against with this
Right.
230. It's kind of hard.
Well,
and
like
it
last
was-
night, we the same team, two guys were using the same urethane ball. So I trashed game one. I think I bowled a 126. And I just kept bumping their line the whole first game. And then game 2 and 3, we smoked them by, I think, 150 and I think 110 pins. And
Well, and it was funny again. We were talking about bowling jackpots and them wanting their handicap. I got one guy really good when I was in college because I was sitting there bowling left-handed, and they're like, "Oh, what do you average?" I'm like, "Oh, right around 200." They're like, "Oh, okay. Well, I average, 130, 140." I'm like, "All right, cool, good on you." He's like, "You want to bowl for money? What are we talking?" And he's like, "Well, I'll bowl you, but I want my handicap." I said, and this is where I got him. I said, "Here, I'll tell you what. You bowl me scratch, and I'll bowl you right-handed." And I dropped a 175 on him right-handed and still beat him scratch.
Nice. The most money I've ever put up for bowling was against Chase. And we went 500 game 1, we went 1,000 game 2, and we went 1,500 game 3. And I mean, the amount of focus we had. Game 1, we had 21 of 24 strikes possible. Game 2, we had 19 of 24 strikes possible. And game 3, we went 22 of 24 strikes at each other. Like, we were just so fine-tuned because there was so much money on the line. I was like, oh, I'm beating this guy. I beat him game 1. He beat me game 2. And we decided to split game 3 because we weren't going to keep betting.
I was going to say, could you imagine that phone call back home? Why is there $1,500 out of the bank account? Well, what had happened was...
Oh, my wife was sitting there watching the whole time. My wife was watching the whole time, and she was like, babe, if you do not win this match right now, I swear you are getting divorced. I'm all, babe, this is giving me the fuel that I need. And she's like, this is the best bowler in our town.
When you put money on the line, it adds an extra fuel to you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, my focus went so fine tuned in there. He even told me, he's like, I don't know how you're shooting these strikes at me. He's like, nobody puts up 260s at me when they bet me this kind of money. Like, that's just not a thing. Like, you're just throwing 260s, 270s like they're nothing. I'm like, oh, I need my money back.
Edition of White Man Can't Bowl.
I was going to say, the most money I brought home from a night of jackpots was $600, and I did it with a borrowed ball and house shoes.
Nice.
It wasn't while we were married.
No, it was not. It was while me and Kelly were dating. And I still got in trouble when I got home.
She called that quick.
And I still was in trouble when I got home.
Under the thumb.
But yeah, I went to watch my uncle bowl league. So I didn't even take my stuff. He's like, hey, we're bowling jackpots after we're done. Stick around. I was like, singles or doubles? And I always wanted to bowl with my uncle. He goes, no, we're doing doubles. I was like, well, cool, but I don't have my stuff. He's like, one of the other lefties is hanging around with us. Just borrow one of his balls and go grab a set of house shoes. Okay. The guy gives me an original Columbia Messenger that he shoots for his spare ball. And I'm sitting there going like 15-3 with it and hooking the house with it. And I whoop his butt with his own bowling ball. He's like, how are you getting the ball to do this? I can't get it to do that. I said, well, I have hand. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost took the ball with me. I was hesitant to give it back.
Can I keep this as a souvenir?
But the funny part is I got a phone call the last game from my ex-wife asking me where I was. And I'm like, I'm at the bowling alley. And she hangs up on me. So as soon as I was done with the last game, I left. I didn't even pay my lineage. I had to have my uncle pay it for me. Whoops.
Yeah, I don't get that. Most of the time my wife's like, you're gonna stay in pot bowl, and I'm like, yep, sure am. She's like, all right. And then like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, the bowling alley shut down. But I promise you, she's knocking at the door, or she's looking through the window seeing if I'm still in that bowling alley pot bowling, or if I'm gone some random. And I'm like, what, babe? Like, I'm still pot bowling. And then they'll go unlock the door. Are you serious? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, sorry, everybody's still wanting to bowl, so we're going to keep bowling.
See, now, Kay, she would show up and knock on the door. She wouldn't even be one to be let in. It'd be 2 o'clock in the morning, and she'd go, if you're still bowling, you better be up.
I'll be knocked out at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
But she'd be like, as long as you're winning, keep bowling. But if you're in there losing your rear end, take your butt home.
Yeah, mine would tell me, if you're losing, don't come home. If you're
No,
winning,
I'm just going to tell
keep
you
winning.
if you lost. The amount of money that you lost is the amount of money that I get to spend on my nails and my eyelashes and my hair.
How is that different than the agreement we already have?
Exactly.
That is A-okay with me if my wife tells me that.
Bro.
Or I'm just going to go buy a
But
new
I
pair of
promise
shoes.
you,
I don't know.
if she spends as much money as I do on bowling, she better have a hair appointment, nail appointment,
Fucking exhausted.
and every other appointment named possible for every
The camera's
other day
flipped over.
because I spend a lot of
Good
money bowling.
night.
God dang it.
Cobra.
No Lane Frost.
There we go.
New fan sign?
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Eh?
So, are you guys doing the CB tour? Any of y'all?
I am
That's
not
too far
doing
away
the
from me.
tour.
Justin's got a question for you guys. What do y'all think about the Nationals oil pattern that they just released? I think we covered once, but
From
we
reading
didn't
over the oil pattern, it looks like we all should have scored very, very big.
Yeah, the pattern says the scoring was there. We just overthought it.
Typically,
Yeah.
yes. From everything that I saw, look, it's no different than anything that I've seen in the past. Team is difficult. Singles, doubles, not so bad. Just don't overthink it.
And jump
Yep.
before the transition happens.
Yep.
Well, and that was the hardest part about this year is if you made the jump inside too early, you were screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to jump at the transition, and you better know that transition happened by that ball's read, last ball. But if you made the wrong read off of that ball, your transition that you thought happened didn't really happen, and you just screwed yourself for the rest of the games.
Yeah, because when you make that transition, you're going to realize that you made the wrong transition,
No, I picked them all
and then
up
you're
there.
going to
Look at it.
question everything else that you're doing the entire time. So you're going to be fighting basically a no-win battle.
Yeah. Well, and that was the thing is by the time we got there at the end of May, word had already gotten around that you don't jump inside too early because it's not going to last.
Right.
And there were teams that were starting out in that 15 to 20 area, and I'm like, none of those teams are going to score. None of them are going to score.
They died early.
Nope.
Because
Strader
you
was
literally had
definitely
to,
greater on that shot.
yeah, you
Right.
literally had to play a game, maybe a game and a half, in that 5 to 10 range before you could open it up and jump in. Because if you opened it up and jumped in and started burning that middle oil too soon, there wasn't a plastic ball that was going to hold on and hit the head pin.
Nope. It was definitely tough, but
You're right.
it was there. The shot was there by all means. I definitely learned that I will be putting out multiple different sport shots that I wouldn't think would be, anywhere near in play somewhere, and just strictly focus on getting to the pocket because I feel like that's exactly what you need to do for nationals. It's not a matter of what the pattern is. It's a matter of finding out how you can get your ball to the pocket no matter what the conditions are.
Yeah, I think next year in my lead up to nationals, I'm just gonna have them throw out one of the flatter U.S. Open patterns to practice on, knowing that that's going to be the hardest of the hard that I probably will experience, and it's only going to get easier from there. So if I can master that U.S. Open pattern, I'm prepared for anything the nationals could throw my way.
So Chase actually has a PBA sport league going on Wednesday nights at his bowling alley, and he's doing every PBA pattern that he bowls on. He brings it, and then he gives us the rundown as to what he learned from it. Like everybody that shows up, he kind of brings us all together. This is what I would recommend the ball you choose. This is the surface that I would use. This is the zone I would play. And he gives us the breakdown, so we're all learning basically how to play on that PBA style of play. And that is, it went from maybe 10, 15 people to now it's 30 to 50 people. And everybody is just growing so tremendously, learning all the different ways and styles there are for oil patterns out there. I mean, because there's some brutal stuff that those guys bowl on.
Like that hourglass pattern at the Masters. I would have been crying in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, that's,
There's only one pattern I really want to try that I haven't yet, and it's the checkerboard.
I will only say one thing to that. So, I don't know if you guys got to see it, but Michael Price, DGAB, he did a tournament sweeper with the checkerboard pattern. And Bowling Nerd made it look like a house shot. Just saying.
What?
The Bowling Nerd, Richie, he made the checkerboard pattern look like a house shot.
That's crazy.
I
Because
know.
anytime I've ever seen somebody throw on the checkerboard pattern, the ball hooks 4 times before it even gets to the
I
pin.
know.
In all different
I watched the live when it was going down, and I was amazed because I was like, "Wow, it's impressive."
Has anybody asked him? Is it speed? Is it?
I
mean,
I don't know. I haven't really. I'm friends with them. I think we're all actually friends with them. And I even said something to Michael Price about it. I was like, how was that so possible? He's like, dude, I don't know. He was like, he just made it look like it was like a normal house shot. Everyone else was struggling. He just.
because I feel like speed is the only way you're going to have any sort
He
of.
does.
a
He
chance.
does have some power. So
Well, and that's the thing. I would think it would be speed control with a very blendy ball to blend out the ebbs and flows.
Isn't that the pattern they used the Super on back when it first came out?
No, that was the hourglass.
yeah.
Was that the hourglass? Okay.
The hourglass was the Supra and the X-ray. That was Tackett and Andrew Anderson.
Okay. Then
But
who did
the-
the checkerboard?
I mean,
was that the women's U.S. Open?
No, it wasn't the.
No, I don't.
What
it
tournament
wasn't
was it? But yeah, I mean, thinking about the equipment and the way you'd have to throw it, it would have to be a moderate speed. So you
And a
give,
hybrid
you
is
give the ball
almost the
time
only
to
thing
read
you're
through
gonna be able to
the
use.
puddles, and it has to be like a big blendy ball.
Yeah, it's got to be something shiny so that it's still going to carry through it.
No, you wouldn't want shiny on that because it hit
How
the
would
puddle
Really?
and never stop skating.
A hybrid
You'd
is
want
probably
something
the only
dull and
thing you-
blendy.
Like a hybrid.
Maybe hybrid. I don't know what he was throwing that day. Honestly, I probably should find
I'm
that
curious.
out because
I'm super
dude,
curious.
he crushed it.
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's
I'll
great.
have to talk to DGAB about it.
See, my plan of attack for something like that would be take something like a Motive Trident Odyssey that I have the pin in my ring finger and play it straight, as straight up as I could. My angle's real closed. Get through it and try to blend out the puddles, and then once it gets off, it just wants to roll.
Yeah. That's where that speed's gonna play that big factor.
Right.
I mean,
'Cause you gotta
I would
catch
just
that
throw a purple
speed.
hammer at it.
I mean, Purple Hamsky always comes to town when it needs to come to
Well, I was going to say that. Honestly,
Fucking purple
that,
cheat code.
especially on the checkerboard. Oh yeah, first ball in practice, the first 3 or 4 balls in practice is going to be the purple hammer to see if it's in play.
Yeah.
Thing,
I mean,
same, 100%.
Hello, Swan.
If
How
you
are
ain't got
tonight?
one, go get one because they are definitely a jewel to have.
Yes, it is definitely a cheat code. What's going on, Swan?
Especially if you're going to be on some sport patterns. Don't fear the purple Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started a scratch league, at the other bowl. So Chase had the PBA Sport Pattern League, and then I started a Scratch League, and the pattern changed every week. So we played the Kegel Recreation patterns, or the Kegel Elements. Sorry, Kegel Elements.
Yeah, the
So
element
it would
patterns.
go. So they always have the rec, the challenge, and then the sport. And so I would go 1 week rec pattern, 1 week challenge pattern, 1 week sport pattern. And so it changed every single week. Well, it was the first time running it. So now this next go round, basically I'm going to take all the patterns that we're going to bowl on and put them on a spin wheel. So it could go hard, hard, easy. It could go medium, easy, hard. It could go, I mean, all the different directions instead of, everything, because what we noticed is a lot of people was like not showing up on the hard weeks. And I'm
Right.
like, that's not how this works. Like, you have to show up no matter what. This is a sanctioned league. We don't just get a walk away because it's hard. Like, I
Oh,
want
well,
everybody
this week's a
here.
good week to take my blind.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. So there's a lot of different things that I learned from it, but I think that's one of the biggest things I'm going to do is put it on that spin wheel, so we don't know, or I'll know what the pattern's going to be, whether it's going to be easy, medium, or hard, or whatever. And I'll put it out the night of. So if they do leave, then I know it's because it's a hard pattern, and then they're not going to be allowed to bowl because I'm not
Right.
having blind scores on these hard patterns. Like, that's not how this works.
Showed your cards.
I wish more bowling alleys would lay down patterns for you. If you go up to like the counter and say, "Hey, can you put this shot down for us?" I wish they would do that more often.
So both of my bowling alleys do, but I don't know if it's because I'm like really good friends with both the owners. But I mean, I can shoot a message to the mechanic. Hey, I'm coming in at 3:00. Can I have this pattern down? And they'll put that pattern down for me.
Well, yeah, that's one of my things. Like the Bolero at my place, I can literally just go in and show them my PBA card and bowl for like $2 a game. But I learned real quick to only go up there and bowl when the lane guy's there, because if it's not, I'm probably bowling on the Sahara Desert that hasn't been oiled in a week,
That.
and it's forcing me to bowl on house shot. But when he's there, I'd be like, "Hey, dude, throw out the Viper on this pair for me real quick," and he'd be like, "All right, cool, boop boop, Viper."
So we did that once. We went in, me and my buddy. I said, "Hey, what do you want to bowl on?" And I think we wanted to put down it was one of the junior golds, something. I can't remember which one it was, but we told them to put it down. They're like, "All right, cool." Well, we have the pair. We both go up there and we throw the ball on the one lane, and we get an accurate reading. Like, we're like, okay, that's about how the junior gold, whatever it was, would play. We go over to the next lane, and the ball hooks at our feet. Literally, we put the ball down, and it hooks at our feet. And we're all, what's the difference? What happened? Well, what they did, they laid the pattern down, and then they forgot to turn it on the second time, and they just stripped it. So it was no
Oh,
no.
bro.
So,
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I already know.
and I was like, can we fix this? And they're all, what's the problem? So I had him come over here, and I threw the ball, and he's all, what did
That's
we
not
do
right.
wrong? I was like, I don't know what you did, but that ball should not literally touch the lane and go to the right. Like, that's not it didn't even get to the arrows before it hooked.
Good.
It sounds like a bolero. Just say
But
it.
I was like, before you do this, I said, I want to see where exactly I have to play. I stood on the lane next to us, in the middle, lofted over both the gutter, tried to see just how far I could get that thing out there, and I hit the one board on the left side of the lane and slammed the pocket. And I was all, hey, do we want to play this shot? And he's all, no, absolutely not.
I mean, I made it happen, so what not?
Loft over two gutters and a whole nother approach. You're standing like 35 on the other lane, and you're like, hey, I'm going to shoot over there.
I mean, you got one lane courtesy, so
Yeah, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna have to borrow a little bit of your
Yeah.
lane.
Yeah.
pardon me, sir.
Oh, man, it was brutal.
You see where you're setting up? That's where I need to stand.
Yeah. Can you go down a couple lanes because I need all in this area? Oh man,
It happens.
it does. I mean, some of those machines. I mean, they have minds of their own. The newer they get, the more technology they get, the weirder things they lay down.
Well, they gotta do something to make it more challenging for sure.
I mean, it's crazy to go into bowling alleys now. I mean, from whenever I first started, watching them pull it back with the cord, and they're rolling the cord up as they're pulling the machine back and everything like that.
Yep.
Now you walk in like South,
my house is
there's
still doing that.
four different oilers going, and they're just robotic, doing their thing, going down the lanes. They're coming back. They're switching. I'm like, they're skipping 3 lanes. The next machine's skipping 2 lanes, and I'm like, that is just insane to watch that stuff all happen.
A ridiculous idea for a pattern for a ridiculous tournament where nobody's going to score. Do a reverse lane. No oil in the first 20 feet, and then all the way through the back.
That's fucking bullshit, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm going to take my spare ball and loft it over the first 3/4 of the lane and just hit the pins. I'm not going to touch the lane.
That was my thought, too. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I can loft the ball about 25 feet.
It would definitely be a plastic spare ball all day.
Yeah. That's your only way. You're not going to get your ball to hook into the pocket.
But could
or
you
even
imagine
get past the first part.
Could you imagine in warm-up seeing the people's faces going, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing at 10, going straight to the gutter.
or how many complaints do we get before practice ends of did you oil my lane?
Bro,
yes, I did.
We could have so many side bets on that.
It would just be insane because I guarantee you over 3/4 of people are going to go to the person and did you oil my lane because they're going to try to go through the fronts and that ball's going to go, I'm going to go right here.
Are you sure this is a house shot? It's hooking in the baker's box.
See, and then I would name the pattern the John Dokes pattern. Surprise, motherfucker!
Yep. Surprise is right.
Even your dog agrees.
The price is wrong.
You will not hit that shot, you jackass.
Well, and
which, by the way, did anyone watch Happy Gilmore 2?
Yes.
Yeah. All of us.
Somebody went further.
I had someone come up to me at League last night and told me that movie was terrible.
Can I use my rage one more time?
Bro, I looked at them cross-eyed and I was like, you must not be a fan.
So the only thing that I wasn't a fan of is how animated they turned the back end of the movie into.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It
started out super good, but the back end of it it went way too far, way too fast.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I understood.
It was supposed to be like that because the Maxi League is supposed to be that ridiculous.
Well, and
yes.
Honestly, the Maxi League is technically what we're seeing with what is happening with golf now, with the other league kind of coming into play.
Oh, with the Live Tour?
Yeah, it's a play on that. I get that. But I honestly respect the fact that he was able to use so many other people like he always does in all his movies. But, I mean, not only people that he brought back and included with them being passed, but then to add so many other athletes, bro.
I think that
was
huge.
The scene with Scotty Scheffler was hilarious. He's like, "Oh no, not again!" He's getting arrested.
Dude,
But they're also trying to promote the interactive games on Netflix too. So
Right.
it kind of goes hand in hand with each other.
No, it
Right.
does. I just feel like it was just kind of thrown right at the end. Like it wasn't like it kind of had like what the Maxi League was a part of, but it didn't really go into the extent until it was like, okay, game time. Here we go. And then
Right.
you're watching the golf balls go 700 yards down the fairway or
Yeah,
over
it
the
was,
tree.
it was
And
one
I'm
match,
like,
and the
wait a
people
minute.
that were on Maxi
yeah,
weren't
I don't
like relatable people. Like there was no background to them per se.
know. Mhm.
So, like there was kind of like that like missing element to that. Yeah, I agree.
It was a good movie though, but
Yeah.
it was just,
Well, I
Also-
mean, you had Haley Joel Osment and Becky Lynch golfing for the Maxi League. Come on.
Yeah,
But you also got to factor that AI is taking over, and it's
A
that's
Brooklyn
part of
bowler.
it too.
so because I throw on the left side, I call it Jersey. I don't call it Brooklyn. So
Yeah, I was gonna say when we cross into Hoboken.
we're going
No, it's
Jersey
New
today.
Jersey. Yeah.
We're going Jersey. over there.
that's what we call it. Any lefty that throws it backside, it's a Jersey. It's not Brooklyn.
But I don't know of anybody purposely aiming at the opposite side. Besides
I mean,
my
I
split
do.
conversion, if I miss the one pin.
Boog
My
Crow
wife-
could do it.
My wife would prefer to go Brooklyn all the time.
There's a guy on my league on Sunday nights. He's a lefty, and he has a lot better chance of striking if he goes Jersey, not Brooklyn.
See, and I think my problem with it is because of the rev rate that I have when I do go Jersey, the 5-pin is guaranteed to almost stand every time just because my ball's already motioned to just go down
Pushing.
the 3,
Yeah.
6, 7. It's not gonna.
It's really got to push through that front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just gonna slide across it. So I'm bound to leave that 5-pin because everything's just pushing
ricochets
down.
around it.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
Steve knows what I'm talking about. He knows all too well. He's
I
left a
sure
couple
do.
5-pins.
I watch enough lefties. I get it.
Go Brooklyn, go Jersey, go. Oh, that's a 5-pin. Damn.
And then you turn around and the entire house has their hand up.
Oh,
And
it is
when you-
disgusting.
when you turn around, you do this. The fuck? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
No, I turn around and go, put them down. I ain't missing it.
I mean, you better do that because otherwise, gotta
See, I
high
do
bar
that, and
ten.
then my wife says, "But babe, I'm thirsty," and I'm like, "Don't even start." I said, "Do you realize half the bowling alley is thirsty because you said that now?"
Right?
the whole alley's got their hands up.
Our bank account is taking a big hit because everybody wants some. Because the
just
odds of me
always-
missing a 5-pin is very slim to none.
I usually
Yeah.
counter it with, if I make it, you're all buying me a drink, and then they put their hands down really quick.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
tried that, but I also
But see, here's the other part about that, though.
I already know where he was going with that.
I have left the bowling alley very shit out because I did that.
I will tell you that, though. The high average and the scratch bowlers, those are the guys that will actually pay out for a missed 5-pin, though, because we know we have no business missing it.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, dude, it's a strike ball.
So they're doing.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
if
know
you
how
miss
I
your strike
feel
shot
about
2
it.
times, you deserve to have that bank account hit.
Yeah.
Dang.
So this Friday coming up, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of leery. They're doing a sheets bowling. So they're putting sheets down, that go down at the arrows, and then you can't see the
So you
pins.
can't see the actual pins.
You can't
Yep.
see what's going on.
Bro,
until you
I
look at the
still want to
screen.
do this.
So they're doing that this Friday at our bowling alley.
I'm
And they're
so
doing like a
excited for you.
sweeper type thing on it.
Oh,
Bro, You need to You need to do content on that. I'm telling you.
I was
I
gonna
think
say-
I'm gonna just go live that night.
Seriously.
we need a live stream. Yep.
Tape it and then post anything else from it. Because look, it's not something that we see very often. There's not a lot of places that do it. I'm going to start talking to my league house because I'm going to start working with them about doing something similar to this to kind of revamp the bowling community. Because, dude, it looks so much fun.
Do you guys do color pen bowling at your guys' houses?
No.
No, you guys don't have. So we do.
Yeah.
It's called Colorama, is what they call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know
they
what
have
you're
like
talking about.
strike pots and
Yeah.
9x12 and all that stuff. And we just brought that back. They used to do it back whenever my parents bowled, but you had to be 18 to do it and stuff like that. And then they stopped doing it, but they just recently brought it back. And I've been trying to give them some ideas to throw at it. You know what I mean? Like just different games to play.
Out here, they'll put one pen colored in the deck, and if it's the head pen and you strike, you spin the wheel, and you get like a free beverage or a pizza or something like that.
See, I think our jackpot ball is like $1,000 right now.
Good God.
So,
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
one of
some
our
houses
houses
that
used to
have
do
multiple pins.
Yeah, they had three colored pins in each deck, and they had a monetary value assigned to each color.
So ours is they have three colored pins. Now, if any one of the colored pins is in certain positions, 1, 7, 10, anything like that, and you strike on it, it's worth X amount of dollars. Now, if 1, 2, and 3 are in the colored order, so it could be green, yellow, red, and if they're in that order, that's the $1,000 jackpot that night if you strike. But they can all be at the front and not be in that order, and it's only worth like $10.
$10, right?
But the odds of it coming down into that 1, 2, 3 pattern is so slim that the jackpot has been $1,000 for
because
months.
Because I mean it's not only a random draw; it's basically a random pin select.
Right. See,
and
our
I
jackpot,
go in there just for the. Go ahead.
Our jackpot was if you had all 3 colored head pins in one game and you struck in all 3 of those frames. So it didn't matter what sequence they came in, but if you had the 3 different colors in one game and you struck out on the colored head pin, that was the jackpot.
Yeah, so I go in there and I buy the raffle tickets for like the 9x12 because there's all like the people that go in there and bowl it, like, yeah, they have a great time. I enjoy it, but watching that jackpot go to like $700-800 for 9x12, and I'm like, I'll go buy just red tickets alone for $1 a ticket. You draw my ticket, I mean 9 or better across 12 lanes. I can do that. I can do that very frequently. So yeah, sure, I'll go in there for $700 tonight.
Right.
see, like if they were to do the curtain thing at Eastgate lanes up the road, I wouldn't do it because you have to see where your ball's going or it will get damaged.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we've had to have.
I'm leery about it though.
We have to get balls repaired all the time because their lanes are just broken down, you know. So we try not to.
That's unfortunate.
You stay out of the gutters. If you hit the gutters, you gotta check. You instantly gotta check your ball. It's just that's one house I would not do that in. Now over at Cherry Grove, I would do it. I mean, they take better care of their lanes. So,
well, I will definitely put some live feed up on for that night to see what we think about it.
I think it would be fun. I think I would do all right in it because I know where the ball needs to go.
I mean, it definitely is gonna. It's supposed to help tremendously on hitting your mark every time. The only downfall I think that most people are going to have is where is their mark if they don't get to see the pins before, and what your ball's doing after it hits the lane. Where is the mark?
Yeah.
I mean, you can almost hear the sound of which pins it hits, though, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we have those select few little bullet that aren't to that. Sorry, guys.
Are you good?
But yeah, that aren't to that level quite yet. So them trying to listen to that is going to be kind of hard to point them in that direction. Like, hey, hit that area. So we'll see what happens.
Now, the only major part is if you don't strike, what do you know you're throwing at?
So I don't know. I can't remember what it said in the rules. Something about you could know, like it'll pop up on our screens what the spare is.
You still get like your screenshot of how to pick up the spare, so it still kind of tells you what's there, but you're still bowling blind at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that would be fun.
Oh, dude! I would really love to do it. Because, dude, honestly, if you do that a lot, do you know how much your accuracy will be improved? Be able to blind bowl and just find the spot early.
It makes you stop looking at the pins.
Correct.
A good bowler is not a pin shooter. They are an absolute arrow shooter. What board?
Yep.
Every single time.
Correct.
And that, I mean, my best friend of 20 years, I mean, he bowls with me too, and he was a pin shooter for the longest time. And I was like, dude, get your eyes on the arrows. Find that spot on the arrows. Where's that ball hitting? Just recently he started doing that, and his average jumped 20 pins. And I'm like, it's huge difference. Because
oh yeah,
I can look at a pin all day long. Doesn't mean I'm going to it.
When I was growing up, if you asked me what my mark was, I would tell you the pocket.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he said. I'm like, what? Where's your mark? Where are you standing? What board are you throwing out? What do you mean? I'm like, oh man, here we go.
I will say that I know that I have like in between, kind of like I'm not necessarily an arrow guy, but I'm like down the lane kind of board guy. I don't like look at the pocket. I look at a board down the lane.
So
that's what I'm trying to hit. So I mean, it's kind of how you're always taught with target games, right? With the target game, you want to have a midpoint. It's easier to hit a target if you have something that's in between the two distance. Otherwise, you're going to probably just start spraying all over the place. So if you find something that's in that midst.
So I look at my arrow to start, and then once I go past that arrow, the next one is my break point.
Right.
To where that ball is reading. So now I just need to know, once I see where the ball is reading on my break point, now it's just where's my entry angle need to be in order to make that break point.
And then your adjustment would be?
To move my eye shot to open up or close in my eye shot for my arrows. So when it got down the lane, because your entry angle is your startup point.
Correct.
So that's how.
We're definitely on the same page.
However, boys, my phone is on its midst of dying, and I've got to get these children to bed. It is school schedule time.
Yep, that was actually the text message I just sent to the group. It's about wrap up time.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming by, brother. Can't thank you enough for being a part of Bowlers Helping Bowlers tonight.
Yeah, man, it was good to actually get a long form with you, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys, for sure. And I will definitely be on as much as I possibly can. Um, I'll be putting up a lot more lives. And for anybody in the chat, I mean, feel free to message me or get a hold of these guys. Follow everybody in this chat. I mean, this thing
Yes.
is going to be something huge that a lot of people are going to want to watch.
And definitely anything that you're doing, feel free to give us a tag. We'll repost. We'll do everything we can to
Yep.
promote as well, because
I
that's
will.
what we're
I will
about.
for sure.
Oh, Julie just hopped in right as we're leaving.
Much love.
Well,
But
guys,
yeah,
have
we
a wonderful
appreciate
night.
everybody. Remember the actual the requirements for getting your entry. Follow me, Cobra and Brian. Follow me, Cobra and Pickles. Then hop over to the Tube of You. Give the Bowlers Helping Bowlers page a follow. You get a bonus entry if you go give the Swag House page a follow. So you could actually get 2 entries. You've got until next week's episode to qualify for this under that format. We will have a new set of instructions next week.
The ball will be worth it. The people, the learning, everything is worth it if you go follow Bowlers Helping Bowlers podcast, the Swag House, and the Learning Curve, and any and all people in this platform right now. They got you.
Awesome.
I
All
love
right,
you,
guys.
brother. I love you, brother.
Until next week.
Much love, guys.
We'll see
Guys,
y'all.
have a good week.
Bye.